Yo.
You know where you at?
Check it out. We back on the block. Mr. Matik, what up?
You know where you at?
You
What's
are
up, man? How you
listening
feeling
to
today?
Hey, nigga.
The Block.
I'm alive. That's
You
what's
alive?
up. Yeah.
Okay, the blessing is love. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
I'm here.
Blessing is love. We back on the block, Mr. Matik.
You know where you at?
Shot Young. We back on the block. Shout out to Monty. He ain't here today. It's just the big dogs in the house.
Yeah. We sponsored by Home Care Network Agency.
Home Care Network always is our number one sponsor. You gotta shout out our number one sponsor each and every time, Home Care Network. Let's get the numbers on that. Where can they find them at online?
Home Care Network Agency 2018 at gmail.com.
Home Care Network Agency 2018 at gmail.com.
You know where you at?
We on the block. Alright?
What's up? Hey. I was searching through shit. I mean, I was listening to shit. You know what I mean? Shuffling through shit.
Music you talking about?
Yeah, everything I hear Jay on.
We not going there yet. What
What do you mean?
Not yet. First things first. Let's get down to business. Let's take care of a little bit of business. Some house cleaning. We gotta go through. We gotta do some house cleaning first.
Okay.
And what that mean is we need to get used to this because we gonna start spotlighting what's dope out right now.
Okay. Yeah. So what? It's album of the week time.
Album of the week right now. The album of the week. This is album of the moment.
Okay.
The album of the moment right now, and it goes to Big Dog Billy Dance 6-pack.
The MOP, baby.
Big Dog Billy Dance 6-pack. If you ain't got that, go get that.
Cop up.
Go stream it. If you a hip hop nigga, that's what you into. This you claim to. Then this should be right up your alley. It's only 6 joints. I think he got another one coming, maybe in a month or 2.
That's that work right there.
But
that's that work.
That thing right there is what it's all about right now. Rhymes, production is on point.
You are listening to.
But it's them.
The Block.
It's them. So when you say production is on point, it ain't no beats from right now or some new. It's right up their lane.
It's MOP all the way.
All the way.
All the way.
Yeah.
I like that Holly Berry John the best, I think.
Yeah, I like. You ain't gonna do shit. I mean, that's my thing right now. It's all about your ego.
It's only 6 joints, but we try. How many mics you give it? Cause this is Billy Dance's first, I think, effort project by itself. There's no Fame project. This is
I mean Fame on there, but
but them two separating by themselves. I think this is the first official project from either one of them.
Yeah, I mean I give it, the scale. I mean I give it about 3.5.
3.5 mics.
Yeah.
Out of 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 4.
Whoa.
4 1/4.
Whoa.
4 1/4.
Whoa.
Cause the moment is so weak right now. The moment right now is so dry, and this joint is just dripping.
Whoa.
It's dripping. So you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta put.
Shout
that
out to my nigga Dance. I met him before in real life. Shout out to my nigga Dance.
You ever see him in concert? I seen Mo P in concert.
No. But you was at the John. You was at the John. One you at the John. We went out to New York. You was there.
I never met.
And when Price was gonna go on stage and shit, you went there. Niggas with Channel Live and shit.
No.
In the back and shit.
No, yeah. I was there at that show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where I bumped into Billy Dance. I bumped into the nigga getting in the joint. We was outside. I had on the fucking This was back in the day, but I had on like a fucking size 5X hoodie.
I remember that though.
He's like, yo, my dude, like this fucking big ass hoodie, like it's good.
Early 2000s.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yo, Dance, what's up? I mean, game palm and shit. We go up in the joint, you know what I mean?
I don't remember seeing Billy at that joint, but I remember that show you talking about though, yeah. And it was just the one boy from Channel Live.
Yup, just the one boy, yup. Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be something for niggas to look forward to, man. On each podcast, it's gonna be the album of the moment, the project of the moment. And right now, salute that joint go to Billy Dance, man.
Yeah.
6-pack, check it out.
You are listening to
We can do it like that.
The Block.
Now, let's get back to the nigga Jay, nigga.
Okay, but it ain't all about Jay.
No,
Let's
of course
provide-
it's not. But I'm just saying. I'm just noticing that
What?
anything that Jay is on, just his features,
Okay, well,
he fucking kills.
he does.
He fucking kills,
He
dog.
This we provide some context. It's always when niggas talk about the top MCs and all that. For me personally, I always say is Jay and Nas and then everybody else. The two main elite top dogs is Hove and Esco.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And what we gonna try to do today is see if we can see or talk about, is there one better? I don't like using that word better, but who is really the top gun? Who pen is really over the top? And is there a clear line that you can put out there and say, okay, somebody got him? I don't know. But we're gonna try to figure that out. This is hard for me, man. Cause I shuffle back and forth.
I do too. But that's what I'm saying. But from the core.
All right,
I'm a Nas fan.
At this moment, who you gonna give it to? Who got the shotgun right now? Like
Okay.
what they pen?
So I'm gonna say this.
Who got it? No, just one name, dog, and then you can get into all your reasoning and all of that kind of shit. Whatever you got to say.
At this moment,
say one name.
I'm feeling Jay like a motherfucker.
Okay, at this moment, I'm on Nas' team.
Okay. Now, only thing I say is, at first, I hated on Jay like everybody else. Reasonable Doubt was a classical album, but I just thought, people at that time was just coming and going. So I thought it was just a fluke that was going to come and go. By the time he dropped the second album, which I think was, not the second one, the next one.
Blueprint.
No, that one Blueprint is the one with Hard Knock Life on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that joint was a classic. So at that point, he had me. But if you break down his rhymes, it's good dope. It's grade A fucking dope. And it's just everything that comes on with him on it is just killer. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Now Nas, it's certain joints that I shuffle, or certain joints that, all right, he ain't really saying he's thrashing it, but it ain't. It's okay. It's cool. It's not really like in a classical fucking column. You know what I'm saying?
Hova right now. I want you to stick with all Hova comments.
Man, no.
About Hova right now.
Nigga, I'm saying it how the fuck it go, nigga. This how it go. And this is why. No, I'm saying why Jay get more, because it's some shit that Nas doing that gives Jay more fucking credibility to shit.
Right,
like staying away so fucking long. It's for one thing. Then Jay had come out and got freestyle joint where he ripping other motherfuckers' beats. Nas don't even do that.
Lately.
Not lately, but I'm saying he got them. You know what I'm saying? Nas don't really got that other than that clue shit. Other than that clue shit, you really hear him rhyming on other motherfuckers' beats. You know what I mean? Just thrashing them just to show he got it with the time. You know what I'm saying? He'll pick some Eric B and Rakim shit. I mean, he'll freestyle with some old classical shit, which I respect. But I'm just saying, I would like to hear him on some not so much trap beats, but just beats that's just up newer in time, just to show me that you know, he got it or he can do it. That's just one thing that gives more credibility to Jay while he doing this thing. And that's all I'm saying. Everything I hear, I was just listening to the joint he did with Saigon. You know what I'm saying? He thrashed that joint. Jay, he got a joint with Saigon. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You know what I mean? You heard the joint.
Saigon that was rumbling Mobb Deep? Saigon? That was on Love and Hip Hop, Saigon?
Yeah.
And this is new.
No, it's an old joint.
Oh, come on, man.
It's an old joint. But I'm just saying, the point is how you just, you know what I mean? When it's still any verse that you pick from him, the shit is crazy. It's crazy. I mean, the boy's crazy. After time, he got up with Nas. That's all I'm saying.
So your main argument right now is that he works more than Nas.
Only thing I'm saying is, when he said, I stretched the game out, X your name out, put Jigger on top, and drop albums non-stop for you,
he wasn't lying.
And it's lines like that. It's lines like that. It's just, you gotta admire that. That's good dope. You can feed off that. Just them bars right there is good fucking dope.
Okay.
Put it in your vein.
Well, listen. I'm gonna start off by saying this.
You are listening to
All that good dope
The Block.
that Jay put out, and I'm a fiend for it. Let's not get it twisted. I nod off it as much as I possibly can. You know what I mean? I go to that block, go to that corner all the time to get and cop up. That dope is good. Dope. I love it.
Grade A.
I love it.
Grade A, nigga.
But here's the thing. As good as that dope is, and it's hard to believe, it's another spot in the town that just you know what I'm saying, that is just over the top pure grade double A.
Yeah, no. I think Nas, to me, I like Nas because he embodies hip hop more. He embodies hip hop a little bit more than Jay.
So now you're talking personality, right?
No, I said he embodies his whole his selection of beats. You know where he from. He's from that hip hop era. And he don't really rap about.
Oh, well, Jay, how about this? Jay older. Jay more from that. You know what I mean, that cloth than Esco.
Yeah, but no, Esco been doing it long.
I don't. That ain't true.
I mean, well, that's neither here nor there.
It's there. It's there, brother. I don't listen. I'm under the impression. I've been listening to. I'm a little biased probably because it's fresh on my mind, but I did the same thing maybe a week or two ago. I was listening to all Jay shit. I listened to all his albums, and I got new standouts that I like, that I think are some of his top work, like Magna Carta, like.
Here we go with that book.
That Magna Carta shit, to me, is.
It wasn't no classic.
I mean, it's reaching. It's almost there. For me personally, I think Magna Carta is some of Jay's best work. I mean, in terms of like what his content, the way he's giving it up, is just impeccable on that joint right there.
Wow.
But what I was going to say initially was,
what's your favorite joint on that joint?
Oceans with the whole Frank Ocean.
I agree.
He murks that joint.
That's the best song, and it's not that he murder it lyrically through the whole
but
joint.
He does. Yes, he does.
Okay. Well, then I rest my case.
He does.
Well, then I rest my case.
But I've been on my Esco stream for the past week or two, and I'm going to say this. Number one, Jay has no album better than Illmatic. That's number one. And you know what I'm saying, you can argue me down. I'm pretty sure a lot of motherfuckers is going to argue me down about that.
Okay.
You know, it's a lot of motherfuckers that don't think Illmatic is Nas's best work, which I disagree with.
I think I'm inclined to believe that. I think It Was Written is better than Illmatic. just because he was more seasoned. More seasoned. You know what I'm saying? The production, and he fell right into a slot where it was written. Everything was perfect. The selection of beats, hooks, how he came with it. You know what I mean?
You know why I'm going to agree with that? I can agree with that because of what I'm about to say right now. Nas does not have a whack album. Every album Nas has ever put out is grade A official hip hop.
Right.
Minus this last project with Kanye. That I don't give too much credit to, even though Nas' pen game is kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Hold, see, and this is what I'm saying.
I don't like that album.
It's 2 points right here. See, you don't like that album.
I don't like that.
And this is what I'm saying.
Project.
Everything Nas dropped ain't that shit. That's number one. But that once again, that album wasn't shitty. That album wasn't shitty.
From Illmatic to his second album, It Was Written, to I Am, to Nostradamus,
which wasn't that good.
Which is fucking amazing.
Which wasn't that good.
Is fucking amazing.
Which wasn't that good.
You are listening to.
From
I'm a fan, but it wasn't that good.
It was fucking amazing.
Every album you named up to that, I can put in and just let run through. I'm
tired of niggas shitting on Nostradamus.
No, only thing I'm saying
tired of it, dog.
Only thing I'm saying is a couple joints that I can't let it go through. I gotta skip.
I'm tired of niggas smashing Nostradamus, man.
Yo,
he kicks so much shit on that John. The rhymes, he is so fucking mature and developed on Nostradamus. Some of the beats motherfuckers may not, you know what I'm saying, be niggas chased or whatever, and you know what I mean, I could feel that, but to me the beats compliment him and how he gives it up, you know what I mean, because his rhymes is so impactful and layered. It requires a lot of fucking engagement in terms of the listener. You have to listen. You have to listen. And a lot of shit will go over niggas' heads. But this motherfucker is so fucking mature and developed on Nostradamus in terms of his pen is fucking ridiculous.
I get it.
Okay? Nostradamus. Stillmatic. Amazing.
Yes, yeah, good album.
Godson.
Good album.
Amazing.
Good album.
And an album that I wasn't really feeling like that when it came out, but I've been listening to it.
What? Hip Hop, John? Hip
Hop Is Dead is fucking amazing.
That's a nice album.
Hip Hop Is Dead is amazing.
It's a nice album.
The album.
But okay, now, but hold on. Before his hip hop album, hold on.
It's amazing.
Hold on. Far as the hip hop joint, is songs that I bang more than others.
That's what anything.
You
gonna like something more.
That's the album that I least listen to.
That was the album that I least listened to.
But it's good.
Now,
but it's good.
That's the album that I'm.
Once you go in that mode, it's good.
That thing slapping, dog. Slapping. It's slapping.
So what? Hold on, nigga. So how many mics you get at? You know what I mean?
4.5. Every joint I'm gonna give only 5 mic I'm gonna give him is the one that's basically.
No, that's a good way to do this.
No, the only 5 mic I'm gonna give him.
Hold on.
No, I'm gonna give him 2 5. No, it's he's got more than he's Illmatic 5 mics. It Was Written 5 mics. Godson 5 mics. Hip Hop Is Dead, I'm gonna say 4.5. 4.5 mics for every other joint. I Am 4.5.
Wait, hold on, slow down, Playboy.
Nostradamus 4.5.
Slow down, Playboy. Listen. So let me start this over.
We can't start it all the way over, nigga, because I done said a lot.
No, but fuck that. We bringing that shit back. We need to chop this dope up. We gonna analyze this, nigga.
Ain't too much.
So what you saying is, Illmatic is a 5 mic album.
5
just wanna
mics,
see 5 mics.
which adds up. It's a classic.
Okay.
That's the general consensus.
Okay, so it was written.
Maybe one of the best albums ever made in music.
Okay, so it was written was 5.
It's on the level of Miles Davis, Kinda Blue type magic. You understand what I'm saying? For those who know,
pure hip hop.
it's pure experience.
Right. Okay, and so it was written. Can we move on? That's 5 mics.
It was written 5 mics.
I am
4.5.
No,
4.75.
No.
For me, 4.75.
What joint that you didn't like?
Off I Am. It's not that I didn't like it. It's that he in that mode. He was doing a lot, not a lot, but you can tell there was influence from the label to get him to do certain types of songs. And that's, even though them joints is dope to me, like the joint with Maxwell, that's on I Am.
What song is that?
No, that's not Maxwell. What's the
something is wrong here.
No, he does have a joint with Maxwell that's pretty dope.
Okay.
That's super dope. But it's no. What is the joint? It's with Genuine. Genuine is
not,
that's
what?
I Am.
No. You owe me.
You owe me. That's I Am.
That's Nostradamus. No, stop it. That's Nostradamus. Stop it.
Well, we gonna fact check that. But I think that's I Am.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I could be wrong. Either way, it's a joint on there. Maybe one, maybe possibly 2 that are just a bit. You can tell like it was kind of coached by the label saying you need this kind a song.
Well, on I Am.
I Am.
You gotta think with.
Big girl.
Listen, that's what. No, I'm gonna tell you what this is. This is Bitch Is My Money. Silent Murder was on that joint.
Silent Murder is it was written.
I mean, I'm sorry. It was an extension song. I'm sorry, that's not that. State of Mind Part 2, Favor for a Favor, the joint with DMX.
Yeah. He kicked the story about his homie
We Survived, the joint, that story, that's what I mean. That Undying Love is what I meant to say.
Listen, dog,
that was a classic. That was a classic album.
All right, you just said it. All right, there we go.
Was a classic.
There we go. I said 4.75. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to give it 5. You know what I mean? More gas in the tank.
Yeah. Okay.
Move on. Nostradamus.
Then here we go.
4.5.
No.
Nostradamus. 4.5. No. Yes.
No. Ain't
yes.
No 4.5.
Yes.
My ass.
Yes. 4.5.
No.
There's not a whack song on that whole joint. There's not a whack verse. There's not a whack 2 bars on that whole joint, dog.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's not.
Nas does not spit a whack 2 bars on that joint.
I just don't feel that joint, man. And that's the joint. His best. He got one of my favorite songs
Angels. That song by itself, dog, it kind of kills a lot of niggas' catalogs.
You are listening to.
Hey, listen.
Kills the shit that he's saying that joint. Come on, man. The shit that he says in that joint. If you don't know what I'm fucking talking about, go to Nostradamus and pull up Some of Us Have Angels.
And my favorite song of all times is off that album, and that's Come and Get Me. But the album as a whole,
that's right. And he give it to Bleak and Jay on some real murder shit on that joint.
We're gonna give that a 4.
No,
we're gonna meet at a 4. Fuck out of here. Cause I'm gonna compensate. Cause I'm gonna compensate. I mean, we got, you know what I mean? We got to work this shit out.
Okay. I'm just gonna say all right, just to move on. Move forward.
So what's next?
Stillmatic. We still in the Jay-Z Nas beefing times. That's from Nostradamus. Then he goes into Stillmatic.
Okay,
no. I think Godson might come.
No,
Stillmatic come first.
Yeah. Okay, so then Godson is what?
Godson is a classic. 5 mics.
4.
I'm giving it 5.
4.
I'll drop and maybe say 4.9.
Nothing. 4.0.
4.9.
4.0.
Godson is work.
And we being very generous here.
Godson is work. We're not being very generous. No. Godson is straight up and down work. It's just it's an exercise in craftsmanship. Did you hear what I just said?
I hear
It's an exercise in craftsmanship. Elite professional craftsmanship as an artist.
What's next?
Let's not skip over Stillmatic, because I'm staring at the cover, dog. And Stillmatic again. When that joint came out, I was
Ether.
Yeah, that's Ether album. I was on that thing crazy, and I'm going. It was a couple joints on there that I wasn't really on like that. So maybe that gets the lowest of all ratings outside of that Kanye shit. I'm giving that one a 4. Stillmatic. Stillmatic gets a 4 from me. And we can move on from there.
So what's next?
Stillmatic, Godson. Then he comes with Hip Hop Is Dead, I think. No. He comes with Street Disciples album.
Double CD,
and it is fucking
trash.
Amazing.
Trash.
It is amazing. He has some. This is when around the time he's married now. Okay, so he got joints with Khalees singing the hook on the joint, and she's not the most.
That's not that. That's that hip hop shit.
No, no, dog. She's on these on Streets Disciple album with Nazareth Savage and all that shit. And I'm Not Going Back and all that kind of shit.
Right,
she's on that joint. I mean, she doesn't give, like, to me, solid performances, but that's a joint with the homie Quan on it and all that. Yo,
yeah, no, a couple Jews in that double album, but as a whole, the shit was trash.
Heroes, this type shit, and
I mean, some of my favorite songs, but the shit was trash, dog.
Common thread.
There's a lot of songs I don't listen to.
And again, I gotta point this out, because this goes a long way in the debate against.
I'm gonna give that a 3.
Nas and Jay, is that now all these albums we just named at least 5, possibly maybe 6. And there's a common thread in all of this. And he's talking about black experience, black liberation, black empowerment, self-empowerment. He speaks about the influence of God in someone's life and the things that you can do if you're able to place some kind of value in higher thoughts, and all this while just playing with his pen and mixing it with street shit, which no one has been able to do on a consistent basis.
What album we talking about? I'm
talking right now. I'm just talking about the collection of albums we just graded or gave ratings to.
Right.
From Illmatic to up until now, we're on Streets Disciples album. Right. I'm just talking about the common theme between all these albums, all this shit that's going on. That theme is there. Blackness is there, and he's and it's getting to that album with Hip Hop Is Dead, where he just calls it out blatantly. Hip Hop is dead, because all this time he made a song about it. He's carrying on tradition. He's carrying on tradition in all these albums. So he's trying to keep that flame alive of what we all know and love to be hip hop, that came from the streets. And you know it, as far as I can go back, is on cardboard, spinning big radios, playing the music, dancing, just a lot of love and happiness and partying, political expressions, political ideas. All this is going on within Nas's music.
This is true.
Yes, it's all going on in Nas's music. And it gets to the point, now this just is so much growth and development over these albums, and he just gives it all up, man. And he gives it all up in a way that I think is so honest, and it is so pure, it can't be matched, man. It can't be matched. The level of authenticity that exists within this man's music is really paralleled by none in the hip hop world. Now, it may be, you can parallel it to other genres, which is still all black experience. He's on the level of like a Marvin Gaye.
You are listening to
Yo.
On some rhyme
The
shit.
Block.
Okay, thank you. Nigga.
Okay.
What's hip hop is dead.
4.5. Being
Yeah,
nice.
son.
I'm being nice to
That's
the
what I said.
listeners and to you.
Niggas being
4.5. I'm
Niggas being
nice.
generous.
No, I'm being nice
Yeah.
because I want to give it a 5.
Yeah,
I want to
okay.
give it all the way
And
to
listen,
5.
what's up with the Lost Tapes?
Lost Tapes is a stone cold nickel. It's a nickel. It's not nothing you skipping over. Lie to me and say it is. It's a nickel. The label, from what I hear, the label turned it down.
Let's give it a hard 4.
No, we gonna give it a solid nickel.
Let's give it a hard 4.
That's what it is. Right back, Trey Deuce in your face.
Let's give it a hard 4. A hard 4.
That's a nickel, dog. I'm not buckling on that one, man.
What's next, nigga?
Lost Tapes. Come on, man.
What's next? What's next, my G?
How about this? What is next? Could it be the nigga album?
Okay, let's be there.
Could
Okay,
it be the nigga
album.
Again, this nigga is taking a stand for blackness and experience here in America, and his pen is going crazy. This nigga is getting busy on a whole nother fucking level.
Yes,
It's going down on
yes,
the joint.
a solid 4.
4.5.
4.
4.5. And then what happens? Do we get? Is this? I think then it gets to life is good. Are we there yet? Are we at life is good?
About there. Yeah.
Around there? I
Yeah.
mean, we might be. Am I missing
No,
an
that-
album?
Yeah, no, I think.
Am I missing
that's about-
something?
I think that.
But
that
did
might
this
be-
nigga experience some super personal, emotional shit, just like he did with Godson, and came with a classic. He lost his mom, came with a classic. Now he loses his wife, and he puts it all on the fucking table. He puts it all on the fucking table and gives you every ounce of the blood that's flowing through him.
I like that album.
A nickel. A nickel. Before 444, Nas did it. Esco
Nickel,
did it.
though.
Before Jay did it, with everybody's he came out, he was cheating and all this kind of shit. His marriage is in the motherfucking garbage disposal.
Hey yo,
Esco
on
Ben
some real
did it.
shit, on some real shit, because you keep saying the half shit, and we ain't doing the half shit.
I'm doing halves, nigga.
That shit is a
Two halves make a whole.
4. A 4.
2 halves make a whole, so he get a half
four.
of a he get half of a whole and get 4.5. But I'm saying life is good is another nickel. You don't want to take it to 4, but I'm saying it's a nickel. Again, life is good. Yes, all praises due.
So then we get to the Nasir album.
No, life is good.
There's big ass gaps in there. That's what I'm saying. That he takes so much time off. You think something else is in between it, but ain't shit.
Okay, let's talk about that too, cause in between all this shit,
we waited 7 years.
in between all these albums,
7 songs.
he's doing features.
With who?
He's doing features.
What Khaled?
He did the Khaled feature. He did the what's the name feature? J. Cole. He did a few joints, man. He did J Electronica.
Yo, stop
He
it.
did a couple joints. I mean, Nas is not. But we all know this, man. If we truly follow hip hop and truly follow these motherfuckers' careers, Nas was never in your face type of nigga, and that's, if you're going to talk about differences between the two, I think that's where the main difference between Jay and Nas for me comes from. I think Jay has a unique ability to recognize exactly who he is and what he means to everything that he's involved in, and there's a cockiness that comes with it because he sees it and he knows it and he puts it on tape for niggas. Nas, I think, is a little bit more humble and just naturally a little bit more reserved in terms of his personality, where he's not out and about participating in all the commercial industry shit.
I like Jay because he come with that street shit, though. He comes with that street shit. But like I said, he got classic lines that you could just break down, and the shit is raw fucking dope. He got a couple stories here and there. I like his beat selection. You know what I'm saying? He have dope beats. You know, when he hit home. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Besides the money shit, some of that shit is just, you can feel. And the lines he used and some of the hooks he used that he take and shit, you can tell he hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Then Nas, on the other hand, hold on, let me get my shit off, dog. Listen, but on the Nas tip, Nas is definitely more hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was a Hall of Fame, you know what I mean, Nas would be in there as far as hip hop, you know, as far as being mentioned. You know what I'm saying?
Mentioned?
Yeah, I'm talking about as far as, you know, coming up in the shit of hip hop, like the whole structure. You know what I'm saying? Nas was in that.
Too.
You know what I'm saying?
You say, like, the way you just put it, I heard it. The way I heard what you just said is that Nas is just an honorable mention.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Nas is more creative than Jay. This is where I like more from being a MC, and where Nas takes it and how he push and try new things of the whole culture. I get that. I love that about him.
There's no but to that, though.
No, I'm saying, but I like the Jay shit. But
no
what I'm saying is
though.
a lot of times I'm just listening to Jay, and he be killing that shit.
Yeah,
dog.
he do.
He be killing that. He's more consistent, more creative on this side, more consistent.
That's not true.
I think that's true.
Him putting out more work, there's more product for you to consume, does not equal consistency. We're talking about consistency in terms of tradition. What are we talking about? We're talking about the art of word and sound. And Nas is nothing but consistent with being the elite motherfucker that deals with the art of word and sound and performance.
Hey, yo, you know what's crazy? Because that would bring me to my next shit. Oh, nice drop. Listen,
The Block.
what do you think about Nasir? We lost track, dog.
I said that. I don't like
what
that. If anything, I don't even
lyrically.
I don't even count that as a Nas project. I count that as a Kanye project.
Lyrically or production wise?
Again, I don't count that as a Nas project. I count that as a Kanye project.
Really?
It was Kanye West's endeavor. Nas may have had more of a influential hand in creating it than I may know. You know what I'm saying? Just on the outside looking in, but the feel of it says it's got Kanye written all over it, and I don't like it. His pen is cool, but the beats don't bring that traditional Nas that you're looking for out. At least it didn't for me. I mean, he was able to get busy in some kind of ways, and he still was touching on the themes that he normally touches on, like, you know, the cop shot the kid, you know, all that kind of shit.
So hold on, you saying Kanye couldn't live up to that?
I don't think Kanye is on that level to produce an entire album for someone on Nas's level.
Wow.
I don't think he is. At least not right now, creatively, artistically, as he's not able to transcend that commercialism that is so much a part of who he is right now. There's too much fucking there's too much core traditional authentic hip hop going on inside Nas's artistry for Kanye to match or to take to any kind of level of dopeness to me. Like, Yeah, I mean, I think he brings Nas has to go down a level to get with Ye.
Yo, well, dig this.
That's my opinion.
I give it 4 mics.
That don't get like a 3 to me. Like,
I'm gonna give it 4 mics.
And again, I don't count that as a Nas project.
4 mics.
It's really, to me, it's not even really worth mentioning. It's Lost Tapes is more of a Nas album, an official Nas album, than that fucking Nasir shit. To me, personally. Like,
well, and I would make
it's
a
almost
statement.
like a movie, like I don't know, like when niggas do like movie soundtracks and shit, like them songs be like, you know what I mean?
I would make a statement and say the Lost Tapes is better than Street's Disciple.
Possibly.
No.
But you just shitted on Lost Tapes.
No, I ain't shit on it.
Yeah, you did.
Whatever. My favorite joint is Black Zombies on that joint.
You shitted on Lost Tapes when I brought it up. And I was calling it the classic that it is.
Yeah, whatever. What you want to do it in reverse? You want to go through J shit? Man, it's only right.
Well, go through. That's your arena right now. You chose J. You on J team, so go through J team,
okay,
and I'll tell you.
Reasonable Doubt is 5 then.
Reasonable Doubt, I'll give him. I'll give him that as a classic. I'll give him that.
Okay, so now we at Volume 1. The joint with
from the MARCY, son.
No. Hold on, son. No, son, you missing one. I'm gonna tell you what's on there in a minute. I'm gonna tell you what's on there in a minute, man. It's coming right now. That's the joint with Lil' Kim on there. That's the joint with got Lil' Kim on there. Got motherfucking
pull up the fucking the joint, cause I really, as much of a J fan I am, I can't.
The joint, this joint right here. Look,
I can't pull off his joint
right there,
one by one.
Actually, you thinking there? You know what I mean? We hip hop up in this motherfucker.
I don't know if that's his second joint.
That's Volume 1, motherfucker. You missing Volume 1? There's Reasonable Doubt, then it goes to Volume 1.
Okay.
The one explains it all, my man.
All right. All right.
You dig?
All right.
Okay.
Now, that's not a classic.
Now but there's 4. That's 4. That's a hard 4.
That's a soft 3.5.
No, he has some joints on that motherfucker.
It's a soft 3.5.
He has some joints on that.
I was not a fan of Jay at all during this time. I'm gonna say that right now. As much as I appreciate Jay and recognize him for his elite caliber artistry and pen game, right now, at the time of that Volume 1 shit, I was not a fan. Negative.
So, you saying it didn't have joints on there that was good enough
at the time when that shit came out? It was on the tail end.
So you don't like A Million and One Questions? Imaginary Player, the Streets is Watching, all that shit was on there.
That shit is alright.
No, all that shit. I mean, what song on there that you didn't like? I'm gonna just name a few, and you just tell me that's from Where I'm From. Where I'm From is on that album.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You Must Love Me. You like that song? That's a classic. That's a classic. That song is a classic. That's him in his story. That's Song Cry before Song Cry. Fuck is you talking about? Lucky Me, Streets is Watching, Imaginary Player, The City Is Mine. That's a hard 4, baby. Come on, stop it.
I don't care how many songs you
named. That's a hard 4.
I'm trying to tell you, when that album was out, I was paying Jay no mind. Them Jones was rocking, like, okay, that shit came on, like, them songs, like, you know what I'm saying?
You had
the video,
Streets is Watching
and all that.
You seen the video, the Streets is Watching.
But that's what I'm saying. I was not banging this shit. I wasn't banging the CD or the tape or whatever the fucking medium was that was out at the time. I wasn't banging it. I'm telling you right now, you can go through the albums, but I'm telling you, I was not a Jay fan at this moment. When Reasonable Doubt came out, I was not a Jay fan. There was too much other dope shit that was out. He was not an elite dude to me at that time. He just wasn't. and as much as I hate to say it, because he's proof. I think when you talk about consistency for me, in terms of Jay, it's his collection of work that puts him on top. As each of those albums came out, he was giving you more and more, okay, he's being consistent. But he didn't make this dynamic, impressive impact initially to me. Whereas though Nas came in the game and just made this dynamic impact on it.
I mean, what are you saying? They both got a classic album off the fucking from the gate.
I give him that classic album based on the fact of who he is and what he's done. And going back listening to it, I'm telling you what it has to do with it for me.
Reasonable Doubt is not that. It's not. He's not at the top of his multi-millionaire game, and it's just him. It's just raw shit.
But that's the point. That's why you go back and say, damn. Album. And he acknowledges it, like, yo, Reasonable Doubt, I was only gonna make this one album and I was done. And you go back and you listen to it and you appreciate it for the fact that this is where Jay came from. And you know what? He was just giving up raw shit at this time. And you listen to it, you give it to me. You give it more attention, and it's like, okay, yeah, this joint is a classic.
But dig this.
Considering all he's done, everything he's continuing to do, that joint is a classic.
Okay, well,
but it's stepping stairs for him.
Dig this. Volume 1 is 4. Then we got Volume 2, which is the Hard Knock Life shit.
Again, maybe I'll give that a 4.
No, that's a 5.
Maybe I'll give it a 4. Again, I wasn't a fan at this point. Name a couple songs off there.
I mean,
until you get to the song
Hard Knock Life, you didn't like that?
No, I hate to say it.
Hard Knock Life
I was not a fan of that. It's a hard knock life. It was all right.
That's what I just recited earlier in the joint. To stretch the game out, extra name out. Lyrically, it's crazy. The beat is crazy. It's like
and this was like the
so you ain't like Money Ain't a Thing?
Yeah, that shit bang.
A week ago,
yes.
money hoes, nigga what?
Yeah,
all that's from that album.
I know this, but listen to what I'm saying. You can't talk for me, dog. The motherfucking shit came out. This was around that time, if I'm not mistaken, where initially all that shit started to come into play. Like in terms of, okay, who is he talking about?
On Hard Knock Life?
On Hard Knock Life.
That's the tour. Remember the Hard Knock Life tour?
Right.
You know what I mean? Okay.
But that's when with the movie and all that, and niggas was talking. I mean, when Ja Rule was giving Bleak the business in the back of the car, like, oh, Blooper the Boot giving you the business. What you gonna do? Like, this is when all this Nas versus Jay shit, I think, initially started like coming to light, and you starting to think about, at least me personally, like, yo, who is he talking about? Or bang, bang, bang. And Nas had to come back with certain shit, and I was feeling Nas way more at the time. And I'm not saying none of them songs wasn't corny, like the joints you naming from Jay, like they was hitters too. But at the time, I'm saying Nas stood out to me more. Okay. Nas was more appealing to me.
Okay.
Jay had nice joints. He had dope joints. I'm not gonna say nice. I'm not gonna undersell him. He had dope joints, man. But Nas at the time was still on another level at this point.
Yeah. Well, I want to make it clear that we got a classic album, a 4, and another classic album.
Okay.
And we're on to Volume 3, which was not a classic album.
Okay. In comparison to out the gate, 2 5s.
2 5s.
In Nas, 2 5s.
2 5s.
Not solid 4s. 2 5s. It was written in Illmatic 2 5s.
Yeah, he come out with actually 3 5s.
3 5s.
But we'll get into that. But that's the joint where Volume 3 is with Dope Man, which is one of my favorite songs. You So Ghetto.
Let's get to where he start calling himself
S. Carter. Man, he Hova in this joint.
And the album he start calling himself Hove is when I start fucking with Jay on some, okay, this nigga right here is fucking might be better than the nigga that's holding it down as the best right now. And that was Nas for me.
So
then I started seeing him different. When he started calling himself Hove, I start seeing him different. Like, yo, this nigga is talking shit, but he has all this shit that
Right.
he's talking about.
Right. That's all his style. That was his. You know how everybody gotta have an image. That was his. You know, like Buster, like a cartoon, or you know what I'm saying. That was his image.
Well,
And that's what made him. I guess that's what makes him do.
That persona, he just embodied it. He embodied it to me at that point when he started calling himself Hov and all that kind of shit. It was just like, yo, this dude right here is just nice as shit, man. And all this like, and around this time was when niggas was, you know what I'm saying, like money and shiny shit and jewelry. Like, that was big shit to talk about. I mean, my watch this, that, and the third, and you know what I mean, 22s and all that kind of shit. Niggas was just talking a lot of shit, and when, you know what I mean, but this nigga actually had everything that he was fucking talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what flipped me onto him. You know what I mean? And I whatever album that was that had 3 a.m. something the club.
Yeah, that's the album we talking about.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm right on target then. 'Cause
Okay.
that's the album I really started fucking with Jay.
So next, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was the Dynasty album.
Yes. I'm gonna give.
No. I am mistaken. I'm sorry. Let me retract that. The Blueprint actually is next.
Blueprint. I'm gonna give that a nickel. I'm gonna give that.
No.
nickel.
I'm sorry. That Dynasty was first, but it don't even matter.
But the Dynasty, I'm gonna give that a strong 4.9.
Yeah, we both agree that the Blueprint though is a 5, so we ain't got.
Blueprint, I'm gonna give it a nickel.
Of a 5,
Dynasty
for sure.
is like a 4, is close to a classic, only because of the shit that was going on around that time for me, and I was listening to, and Beans was just on. Beans was murking shit crazy.
Word crazy. So we gonna give that a 5.
I said 4.9, maybe 4. I'm gonna give it
point.
4.5 because it wasn't all Jay. It wasn't all Jay. Siegel was just on his murk game crazy.
Yes, he was. We both can agree that. Now after that was the Blueprint 2. Which wasn't one of my favorites.
And
bro.
Nas doesn't have a flop like that. Nas does not have a flop like Blueprint 2.
No, I mean he had some joints on it. Don't get it fucked up.
He might have had
hit,
a couple. He might have had 2 or 3 joints on that John that was solid.
He had more than that.
But as a project, Blueprint 2, and then don't forget he had that Blueprint, that 2.5.
That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on right now. But don't forget it. I mean, I can name 5 joints. I mean, A Dream. I mean, Hovey Baby was the shit.
But back then,
hold on. Excuse me, Miss was on there.
10 plus.
Hold on.
Albums was 10 plus songs.
Hold on. Excuse me, Miss is on there. Listen, Diamonds is Forever is on there. Huh? The You Don't Know MOP remix is on there. Meet the Parents. Meet the Parents was dope.
So far, you ain't say nothing to me that's really like impressive. Like
what?
In terms of comparing it, all right, if we compare Nas and Jay and who gets more busy, what you saying right now is not holding too much weight.
A Dream is the joint where he talking to Big. You don't like that joint?
Nah.
Oh, that shit was lovely. I'm saying, see, that's where you fucking up at.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where you fucking up at. Meet the Parents, that was one of his story joints. That's a classic joint.
Nah.
I don't think you heard it.
I heard it, dog. I heard it, and it didn't leave a lasting impression on me.
No, you heard it. You weren't listening.
It didn't leave a lasting impression on me, dog, at all. All
right, so what we gonna get at, a 3?
I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a 3.5 just because it's Jay. I'll give him half a click. You know what I mean? But it's not working.
Okay.
So far, right now, all up to what you gave up. However many albums, it doesn't compare to Nas.
Okay.
At this point.
But how you feel about the Black album though?
The Black album was another album I wasn't too impressed with initially, but taking into consideration all that album was about and where he was in his career, I'll give it like a solid 4. I'll give it a solid 4.
I'm gonna let that ride.
And he had dope Johns on there. He was getting busy on there. His pen was working overtime on that John. But it just wasn't. I think I might have said it was a classic at some point. But right now, in the moment, I'm not going to give that John a classic. I give it a 4. 4-piece.
Yeah, I'm inclined to believe that. So, how do you feel about the joint with the best of both worlds?
What the whole album, Kel?
Yeah.
Now that was a dope project, and I'm not gonna front on that, John. I mean, for what it was supposed to do, it was strictly a commercial appeal. You know what I'm saying? Like club music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that John was dope. Like at this time, I think I was still running in and out of bars and shit, getting high, and that John was popping. Like I fucked with it. Yeah, I fucked with it. I'm not gonna call it a classic. It was.
So it was a solid 4?
I say 3.9. I give it a 3.9. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how you go with this 3.9?
Because I wasn't dumping it like that.
Well, that's a 4.
It was nah, man. You ain't doing no round dogs,
4.
man.
Yeah, man, that's a fucking 4.
No, man. It's
Either you like it or you don't.
It's 3.9. If they don't be rounding off motherfucking QBRs, quarterback ratings and shit.
Fuck out of here.
You know what I'm saying?
So what did you like Unfinished Business?
Unfinished Business, that was the second Kel's John, wasn't it?
Yeah.
0. I don't know. Like I can't. If you name a song off there, I probably could remember it. But on some real shit.
You don't remember Big Chips?
Like I said, if you named the song off of there, I probably could remember it. But when that shit came out, it wasn't clicking, dog.
Right.
It wasn't clicking at all.
Okay.
That's like a 3. And I'm reaching.
Okay, so how did you feel about Kingdom Come?
Kingdom Come was Kingdom Come was dope. When that joint came out, I was spinning that joint heavy. I remember exactly where I was, and I remember the CD cover and all that shit. I liked the Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come, he was starting to grow into, not starting to. It was
just okay.
Nah, he wasn't starting to.
That shit was just okay.
Kingdom Come was when he was on if you say you make Jay make another one, that type vibe.
Yeah, Lost Ones,
yeah. I was fucking with that, John. Because he was separating himself and becoming that dude he is today, right there. And I was fucking with that. I was feeling that.
I just don't really bang them type Johns, like Oh My God and
like the Beach John, something about the beach he had and shit. Like that John was crazy. I fucked with that John. Kingdom Come was dope to me. I'll give that John a 4. Beach Chairs. I remember that John stands out to me.
I give it a 4.
Yeah, Kingdom Come is solid 4 to me.
I get a. Yeah, that's safe to say. So American Gangster is up next.
American Gangster.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Concept album.
You are listening to The Block.
I'm not gonna give it a classic. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. American Gangster gets a 4.5.
Pretty dope album.
It's a dope project. I mean, conceptually, like attached to the movie and all that kind of shit, and the where he took you in terms of like it was so not glorifying that life. He was giving you so much of the realism in terms of the exploitation that's involved in that lifestyle, in terms of dealing with what you got to deal with and the system. Like he showed a level of maturity in his rhymes on that John, whereas though he starts to compete with Nas in a certain kind of way.
That's big.
So
that's big.
And like the shit that I hear niggas talk about, like from the 444 album, like, oh, he getting deep, he talking about this, then a third. I think that's one of the more standout Johns that he gets real layered. He gets real intense about, you know what I mean, talking about like experience, like in a real fucking way for niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like on that, to me personally, like American Gangster was, yeah, I'm giving that a 4.5. It's close to a nickel, man. Close to a nickel.
Yeah, I agree on most of that shit. How you feel about the Blueprint 3?
4. Solid 4. Deuces. 2 deuces. Solid hard 4. Blueprint 3, that's when he was definitely feeling himself on that John. If you listen to it, it's a lot of bubblegum material on there, but his pen still gets busy. But that's one thing with Jay, he got his bubblegum material is way more like Nas bubblegum material is double mint. Like you can chew on it, you know what I mean, for a long time, but Jay bubblegum material to me is like Hubba Bubba. Like that shit gets real, that shit go dry in your mouth. Like it's good when you first like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But then that shit like, yo, man, get this shit out of here, dog. Like he got a lot of commercial shit on that John that's just not appealing. But he gets busy on them Johns. Like his pen goes crazy.
Right.
Mars vs. Venus and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
The intro,
I didn't like that.
Intro itself is vicious.
Yeah.
The intro itself is vicious. I'll get at the J too. The nigga got way better intros than Esco. All J intros be just fucking.
No, some of them do. Not all of them.
All of them.
Man.
All of them.
Okay, well that's more for me, nigga. Watch the Throne. How you feel about that? And that was the Kanye. How did you feel about the production on that shit? Did you feel like that was Jay?
Nah, but that was most of the production on that joint wasn't yet.
You are listening to.
How about the joints that he did produce?
I can't really call them out. I don't know them off the top of my head, but that album,
the joint.
I'm listening to what I'm about to say. I'm gonna give Watch the Throne. Maybe I was disappointed. I think it was Jay following Kanye's lead most of the time on that joint, and Jay of course outshined him. You know what I mean, with his pen, but it wasn't enough for Jay for me. It was too much. It was too much Kanye and not enough Jay.
Not enough Jay.
And that joint to me, I'll give it like a 3.9.
You don't remember the joint? No one knows what it means. It's provocative.
Yeah, that's dope. Like what was that joint called? Like,
yeah, I forgot the joint, but
I forget what that shit was called. But I mean, he had some really good songs on that joint. It was just like as a project, like I was expecting so much more.
It was called The Niggas in Paris. That was the name.
Niggas in Paris, yeah. Niggas in Paris.
You ain't like Otis?
Otis was dope. You know, everybody did the remix, their own remix of the joint and all that, but they killed it the most.
I mean, is that Kanye for you?
No.
I mean, as far as production-wise.
That was dope. I liked that. Like, I think even though it wasn't that complex of a chop, it was a dope chop. I like where he pulled the Sam Cooke. What's the sample? No, Otis Redding. Otis Redding sample. And you know what I'm saying? What he did with it was dope. But again, Jay just outshined Kanye on that whole joint to me. And it wasn't enough of Jay. For me personally. You know what I mean? Some other motherfuckers gonna have their own opinion, but that was...
No, I believe Jay came in Kanye world.
He did. Jay, it was Kanye's world in terms of like the feel of that album for me. Exactly. It was Kanye's world, but Jay came in and it was noticeable that he was an outsider, but when he got down to doing what he do, I wanted more of him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a good collaboration to me.
But
I'll give it a 3.9.
I can't let you give Magna Carta 5 mics.
Oh, I'm not gonna give it 5 mics.
You can't.
I'm not gonna give it a whole nickel. I'm gonna give it 4 or 5.
He said a 4 or 5.
No, I said a 4 or 5, 4.5.
You are listening to.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
The Block.
A 4.5.
for Magna Carta.
4.
No, I'm giving it a 4.5.
A hard 4.
And I keep saying that
A hard
John.
4.
That's the John get a
And I'm
4
reaching.
5,
I'm being
nigga.
generous.
Nah, man.
I'm being generous.
That Magna Carta shit was super fucking dope, man. Like I want to use words like elegant when I hear that album, dog, and it fits it so well because he came from an artistry standpoint, like with the John was it Basquiat? No, Picasso, baby.
That's my
he
joint.
He came from such an artistic perspective. Like he's starting to recognize. I don't know if I don't want to say that he's starting to there, but he took a stand on this joint to present it as if, okay, what he's doing and what Esco does and a lot of other niggas make attempts at doing, this is art that we doing right here, and it needs to be valued as such. And I loved it. I love that he took that perspective, that point of view. He took that stand for that, and he's right about that. So that's a lot of that almost a nickel comes from that.
All that shit is cool, but nah.
All right,
That
but I mean,
shit, nah.
you keep saying nah.
Nah,
But you ain't backing it up, my man.
I don't. Look,
You ain't backing it up.
I mean, it was just, to me, yeah, Picasso was good. Tom Ford was just okay. He had the joint Somewhere in America, which was my shit. But I didn't. Heaven felt like it should have been. It felt like a fucking RZA beat. Like it should have been. It should have been dropped. You know what I'm saying? Just like it was like shit that just was put together. It was just joint. You know what I mean? Beach is better. I didn't really feel that joint. Nickels and dimes I like, but it's not a joint I really, you know what I'm saying? Pump. You know what I'm saying?
I fucks with all that shit.
Jay-Z Blue and all this shit.
Yeah, he talks about his daughter.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's cool, but
he getting busy on that album, man.
Nah.
And let's also, and I hate to bring this up because it doesn't really have much to do with what we're talking about, but it has everything to do with what we're talking about, and to a certain extent. The fact that this project, he played such a mastermind role in distributing it, was crazy to me.
What's crazy? You don't get no points for that, but because that's business.
It is.
That's business.
It is. That is business. That's industry shit.
That don't have shit to do with this rap
shit. But it's, to me, it's a marker in the timeline where you see
changing the game. Yes.
You see somebody taking complete control over what it is that we're doing. You understand what I'm saying? Like this art of ours. And I think this was the joint he did the deal with Samsung or some shit, and he sold more than like 1 million joints before the shit even came out, and like that shit was just so unique, dog. Like you had to have this fucking phone or plan or some shit to even access that joint. Like that shit was crazy, dog. Like that's art in itself, the way he moved these units, man. And again, like it don't really have much to do with what we talking about, but it does, because that's one of the differences between Nas and Jay. Nas has always been more of a background type dude when it comes to everything basically, but Jay is in the front line making moves, and you know.
And so, which would bring me to the 444.
And I guess 4 is a good number to give it for me. I mean, it was alright. Like I think the fact that when it came,
I'll take that 4.
When it came out, the hype around it and all of that, I was caught up in it because I'm a big Jay fan. I wanted to hear him. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see him and all that kind of shit. And my first listen I was fucking overwhelmed to the point like, yo, this shit is crazy. But then after that first 2 listens, I never went back to it.
Yeah.
I never went back to it. And I mean, it don't have that sticking
power. Yeah, got a couple joints off there. 1 or 2 joints is my favorite. I always will bang forever, but you know.
Keep it going, because it's gotta go. It's gotta wind down. I think it's gotta wind down. This shit is getting long, dog. How many more J joints we got after 444?
We got
or is
the
that
Carter.
the last one?
We got the Carter.
I don't consider that a J album.
No, I'm gonna get that 4. Come on, he got joints he did with R. Kelly, same thing. Joints he did with the Dynasty. It's an album, dog. What the fuck you talking about?
That was a 3.5.
No, I'm gonna get that a hard 4. I enjoyed that album.
That was a 3.5.
I enjoyed that album, dog.
That was a Beyonce's album with Jay featuring on it.
No, man.
Dropping 16. He didn't have, did he have a single song by itself where it's 3 verses from Jay and then just B in the hook?
No, that didn't happen.
There you go. So that's not a Jay album, man. I think that's the difference between that John and Kel John, because I think Jay was dropping 3 verses on shit and Kel's was just blowing the hooks down.
You are listening to The Block.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that. No, I'm just taking a minute to add up this little score you got right here. Just to see what it look like.
It's going to be uneven because if I'm not mistaken, Jay has more albums. So the number's going to be higher.
But right now, we got 58 for Nas.
For how many?
I'm sorry, that's 59. I'm sorry.
That's not
2 halves. That's 59 for Nas. I'm just counting up what I've written down, dog. You know what I mean? We talked, we gave out numbers.
But
I
we
wrote
already
my
established
numbers.
that Jay is more active and has more projects. So the number's going to be higher.
So who fault is that?
That's like LeBron and Mike. Like LeBron is passing all these Michael all these benchmarks and shit, but he's played much longer than Mike.
Who fault is that, dog?
That ain't Mike's fault. And everybody know Mike is the GOAT. Brian just still balling. He's balling for longer. He didn't even go to college. Didn't play 1 year.
And we got 68.
Again, he's more active. He's been more active and done more projects.
Jay-Z.
That's why the number. But if you look at how many classics Nas has versus Jay, it's not a question. But the point is, these dudes, like Nas said, are carrying the cross. They are carrying on tradition, and they, to me, are becoming the rule, not exceptions to the rule. They are becoming the rule as they continue to grow and develop and mature and become more wiser in their ways and their actions. They still are the top elite dudes doing this thing that we love.
No fucking doubt.
And it's so hard to fucking like pick or choose one or the other. It's just at this moment I'm on Nas' team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that probably could change in a day or two. I'm gonna be all Jay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it is for me too.
That's how it go. But at this moment, I've been listening to all Nas shit, and I'm giving it to Nas right now. He's got the leverage to me. And like I said, maybe a week from now, I'm gonna be all Jay. Cause he does work more, and Jay probably you'll hear something, you know what I'm saying, and Jay be like, yo, this nigga just killed that shit. And you be like, yo, this nigga is the fucking GOAT, man. And it's hard to fucking argue that he's not. That's how much I appreciate that nigga, man. Jay is arguably the greatest of all time. But it's just that right now, that GOAT is sitting on Esco's side. It's in Queens. It's not in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I hear that, dog. Where we at?
We on the block, man.
Word up.
And that's how it goes.